It has been another fantastic week for the premium group on Telegram. We have thankfully made more than 410 pips profit delivered to our clients in that group. How cool is that? Even though Friday we didn't send any signals due to some personal reasons, so meaning we have made 410 under just 4 working days. These are the signals. As you can see, Monday and Tuesday were not really so good days, and again my friends, this is so normal. We can never promise you 100% of profits every single day. That's simply not gonna happen. It's not even possible with anyone in the world, not only us. However, Wednesday and Thursday were actually a fantastic days where we have actually made 100% in profit from our Forex signals. As we can see, all of the signals which we have sent last Wednesday and Thursday have went straight to the take profit number 1 and 2, and Pound AUD have made take profit number 3. However, I have to make here a clarification about some confusion some members are having. So actually we have recently launched a Copier service where actually when we are sending you a signal to sell an asset or pair, this trade is going to be opened automatically on your MetaTrader system. So as we can see here, we send the signal to sell the EuroCAD, and the EuroCAD has reached take profit number 1, which means all of you have made profit from the signal if you have joined the Copier service. However, the confusion here is some of the members thought that since we are announcing 410 of pips to our clients, they thought that they will make exactly 410 pips as well. Well, that's not how it works. Let me just explain to you something. So this is the page where you can actually join the premium group along with the Copier service. So as you can see, you have to pay 80 euros per month to join the premium group along with the Copier. However, if you notice right here, this is the plan that you have to select by yourself. So we are having a select trading plan, and you have option 1 and 2 and 3. For example, one of the clients selected open one position, close position after take profit number 1 is reached. That's the option number 3. So for example, we have sent you a signal to sell EuroCAD from this level, and the market has went all the way to the take profit number 1. Your trade is going to be closed automatically because it has reached the take profit number 1. But if the market resumed the fall to hit take profit number 2 and 3 as well, as Xtreme trader, we will claim 100 pips profit has made from this signal, because we have expected from the market to reach this level, and we have selected this level as take profit number 3. So for us, we will claim 100 pips as a total. Meanwhile, for you, you have gotten out with this trade with only 20 pips. Another scenario, right here, option number 1, enable multiple take profit levels, which means if we send the signal, for example, to short the EuroCAD, you're gonna be having multiple take profit levels, and also as 3 trades are gonna be opened. One has a take profit number 1, which is gonna be closed when the market reaches take profit number 1, and the second trade is gonna be closed when the market reaches take profit number 2. The third trade is gonna be closed once the market reaches take profit number 3. That's an option. If you have joined this option, you're gonna end up with 100 pips of profit exactly just like us. But however, still not guaranteed as well. We have also number 2, close with 60% of your position after take profit number 1 is reached. I'm telling you something, this actually we are working on it. We are thinking to increase the amount to make it 80%. And actually, my friends, the service is still at its beginning, so there is a chance that we will add actually more options right here, but for the meantime we only have 3 options. Same for the select risk ratio. As we can see, we have from 1 to 5% only. We are thinking to add a custom option where you can select your own risk management, but we don't want the members to lose tons of money when a signal goes wrong. That's why we are thinking to keep it this way, but we are just taking the feedbacks from our clients, which is, by the way, fantastic, and I wanted to show it to you. So here are some good feedbacks we have received recently from the clients. This client right here is using option number 3, and so far so good, and he's enjoying the profits after the signal hit the take profit number 1 only. Another feedback as well, this client right here have made actually a lot of money from our signals, and he's enjoying the service as well. This guy right here, 1 week on option number 2. The signals are fantastic, well done. Check out how much money he have made, more than $7,000 of profit, and he just paid 80 euro per month. So I think it's a fantastic service, and thankfully this member here is not giving his feedback after 1 or 2 days. He's giving the feedback after 1 week on option number 2. So as we can see, he have given his feedback after using the service for at least 1 week. Fantastic, and I'm very happy about the results, and I feel so good about the service. Xtreme Trader is for sure improving and enhancing, and we will do the best we can to keep improving our service. So of course, if you wish to join Xtreme Trader Forex Signals group, please contact our support. You can find their contact details in the description below this video. Contact them today, and hopefully we will see you there. Alright, so let's now begin with the weekly analysis, and of course we will start as usual with the Euro USD. Now it's very important to say that the last week we had actually the ISM PMI news, which has affected the signals direction, but in the end the signals have went in the right direction eventually. As you can see, the Euro USD was actually going in the right direction and has reversed exactly what I have mentioned to start buying the pair. But however, this candle right here has been created upon the news of the ISM PMIs, which actually was good for the pair, for the dollar. However, the Euro USD has made this strong fall and instantly made the correction. So now after seeing the correction, we can assume that right now the market seems like it's actually going in the right direction, but it's important to say that it seems to me like the Euro USD is no longer valid for the short. Sorry, for the buy, I mean. Let me just delete the old signal and let me just show you something. Actually, we're having right here a very strong key support key support level on 1.07613, and as you can see, the Euro USD has made several attempts to break out from that level of a previous support and created here a new resistance. Now let's take a deeper look at it. So pay attention. Right here we had the real level of the resistance, then we had a false breakout, then instantly we had the second attempt of the real resistance. They are together creating head and shoulders pattern, which indicates that most likely the Euro USD will be good to be short this week. That's why I believe that most likely we can start shorting the Euro USD, especially seeing that the market has created right here a strong resistance trend line, and seems like the Euro USD is actually respecting that level of a resistance trend line. That being said, we need, after analyzing this on the 4-hour time frame, we just need to go to the bigger time frame, such as the weekly chart, just to confirm our thoughts. And as you can see right here on the weekly chart, we are having here a major strong key support level at 1.07613, and pay attention that the market has been ranging right here for months. Keep in mind, I'm on the weekly chart, so we have to say 1 week, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8 weeks, which is 2 months. The market has been ranging on that support before finally continued to rise, and then has made this strong bearish breakout level right here. So we can assume here that the market is actually creating the new resistance. Now pay attention also to the price action. This price action right here, this is the reversed hammer, usually indicates a bearish reversal. So for sure indeed, on the weekly chart we can confirm that the Euro USD is actually going to continue the fall. So back to the 4-hour time frame, it's safe to say that we're having right here a resistance number 1. And pay attention that we need to draw this resistance line in the perfect way. The perfect way to draw the resistance line in a way that this red line here is actually touching all of the wicks on the pattern of that resistance. So on that pattern, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 candles. And look at that. The red line is actually touching the entire candles, starting from the shortest tail or the wick in the pattern, which means we are hoping actually for a pullback upon the pressure from the support right here at 1.07188. We are expecting from the market to make a pullback and continue the rise again to create a second attempt of the resistance. That's exactly where, my friends, we are planning to start shorting the Euro USD, which means we have to wait for the pair to rise to another 34 pips before we can start shorting it. Now if that happens, I'm expecting from the pair to be ranging in this neutral channel. As you can see, this is the channel, and currently the Euro USD seems like it's actually ranging inside of this channel. So if we started shorting right here, the safest target that we can have is going to be at the end of this neutral channel, which means at that support at 1.06406. With that being said, the sell order is going to be placed exactly right here. Meanwhile, the take profit level is going to be placed after 107 pips. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging just a little bit above that resistance level. Let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for this week for the Euro USD. Again, the safe zone will be ranging for about 52 pips only till 1.08012, and the target, as I have mentioned earlier, is gonna be 107 pips. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now take a look at the Pound USD. Pound USD sadly didn't work well, and I apologize for any misreading in the market which has led to this failure. But however, let's see now what we can do next with this pair. Let's of course start analyzing on the weekly chart. Now on the weekly chart, we can see that the market has actually been respecting that level of a resistance exactly right here at 1.26393. This is the resistance level, and the market has reversed right on that level. So most likely, the next target right here, which we can have for the Pound USD, is gonna be exactly right here. Now why right here? Because we can see right here that the market has created a real support level, then a false breakout, then again we're expecting from the Pound USD to fall all the way to create the second attempt of the support, which means that the real level of the support is most likely gonna be respected. So we know that the direction for the Pound USD is gonna be for the bearish for about 86 pips more from the current price. Now let's go back to the 4-hour time frame. On the 4-hour time frame, we can notice this strong bearish movement. Now let's pay attention that right here we had a support level, a supported trend line, exactly just like that. So that was a supported trend line which has been recently breaking out from, and we're expecting actually upon the pressure from the support exactly right here at 1.24744 from the market to create a pullback, and then we can start shorting the Pound USD right after the retest of the broken supported trend line, which means, in other words, we can sell the Pound USD exactly right here from the peak of the resistance at 1.25122, which is going to be the same, of course, of the retest of the broken resistance. Actually, let me just raise this line a little bit more, exactly just like that. So that's going to be exactly where we can start shorting the Pound USD after it rises to another 32 pips. If that happens, oh boy, that's gonna be awesome. We can look for a lot of pips actually, but mainly we will look for the market when it reaches that real level of a support, which is gonna be our next target, which means we can wait for the market to fall to another 147 pips of profit before we can close it in a good profit. And of course the safe zone will be ranging only till the peak of the resistance right here, which is gonna be ranging for about 54 pips only. Let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the Pound USD. Again, the safe zone will be ranging for about 53 pips till 1.25735, and the target, as I have mentioned earlier, is gonna be 145 pips of profit. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now take a look at the AUD USD. Alright, so regarding AUD USD signal, it has worked perfectly well from the last week. As we can see, the pair has moved exactly as I have predicted. It went inside of the safe zone for a few pips, but however, eventually ended in 89 or 90 pips of profit. That was a very good signal, and I hope you guys have enjoyed making profits with it. However, let's see now what we can do next with the AUD USD. Let's get rid of the old signal and let's see what we can do next with this pair. Now, the first thing that we can notice right here, that on the 4-hour time frame, the market has reversed exactly at that strong key resistance level on 0.72636. Actually, I don't even need to look at the bigger time frame on the weekly or daily chart. It's very obvious on the 4-hour time frame what's going on. So most likely right now, after the reversal happened on the 4-hour time frame at that resistance on 0.72636, the AUD/USD most likely is actually going to continue the fall. And of course, if we check the market, we're having right here a resistance trend line, and check this out. The market seems like it's actually respecting that level of a resistance trend line. Now, pay attention. I want to go actually to the smaller time frame. Let's go to the 30-minute time frame. Now, on the 30-minute time frame, we are having right here a supported trend line just like that, and here is another supported trend line. Check this out. So the market has finally made the bearish breakout from that supported trend line, and we are expecting from the market, since it has been ranging right here on that new support at 0.72073, we are expecting from the market to make another pullback, and right here we are having a strong key resistance level. Most likely that key resistance level is gonna be respected again, and if we have witnessed here a reversal, that's gonna be a good sign, because we will be having head and shoulders pattern as well, which indicates a continuation in the bearish movement. So therefore, we have to prepare and get ready for the market once it reaches that level of a resistance, exactly at 0.72300. Most likely that's going to be a very good level to start shorting the AUD/USD, and if that happens, the final target is going to be right here at that strong or real support level, which means we have to expect from the pair to fall to another 72 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone is going to be ranging only till here, till the peak of the real resistance level at 0.72655, which is going to be about 34 pips only. That's actually a good signal for the AUD/USD, and I hope the market is going to be actually respecting this analysis, hopefully. So of course, let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes the signal, my friends, for the AUD/USD. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now move to the USD/CAD. USD/CAD signal has worked perfectly fine, as we can see, and I'm very happy about the signal because the market has reversed to about 92 pips of profit. I hope you guys have also taken this signal and enjoyed these profits. Anyway, let's now delete the old signal, and let's see what we can do next with this USD/CAD. Now, it's important to notice right here that the market is actually facing a very strong key support zone. Now, it seems to me like the market has actually been reversing on that level of a support zone. And pay attention that we are having here a real level of a support, then a false breakout, then again the market seems like it's respecting the real level of the support. Which means that most likely right now, the USD/CAD is actually going to continue the rise, at least to reach the peak of the resistance right here at 1.26848. But before that, let's move to the bigger time frame just to confirm the general direction of the market. Let's go to the weekly chart just to confirm. So as we can see on the weekly chart, we can see that right here the market is actually facing a strong bearish movement, but we are having right here a support trend line, as we can see, and seems like the market is actually going to be respecting that level of a supported trend line. Why am I saying that? Because right now the market is actually facing a very strong key support level right here at 1.25611. That key support level most likely won't be ignored, and as we can see, the recent history says that let me just zoom in to show it to you. Right here we can see that the market has reversed right on that support level, and right here as well. And considering that we are having here a supported trend line along with that strong key support level, we can say safely that most likely the USD/CAD is actually going to continue the rise till it reaches that level of a previous resistance. Then we can see what will going to happen next if the pair is going to continue the fall. But however, before that, it's not clear at all if the pair is going to continue the rise, or the fall. All I know that most likely the USD/CAD is actually looking for a bullish movement for this week, because right here on the weekly chart again, we're having here this channel, and this channel seems like it's still keeping the position as a support trend line, since it's actually the third attempt only of the supported trend line. So we can expect on the weekly chart for the next candle to be bullish. So it's gonna be most likely a blue candle that we can witness on the next week. And as we can see right here on the daily chart, we can see that this market has created right here this blue candle, which indicates that most likely the next candle is actually going to be bullish as well, or is going to be blue candle as well. So everything's telling me that most likely the USD CAD is actually going to continue the rise. However, pay attention that this is still the support number 1 right after the false breakout right here, which means we can expect from the market to fall again to create the second attempt of the support, which means we have to wait for the market to fall to another 33 pips before we can start buying it. And most likely the target, as I have mentioned earlier, is going to be exactly right here at the peak of the resistance at 2.62775, which means we are aiming 113 pips profit from the signal. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging only till the lowest level of the real support right here at 1.25217, which means the safe zone is going to be ranging for about 40 pips only and targeting 115 pips. Let me now please write the signal for you. And that's everything for the USD CAD. Let's now move to the next pair. Let's now take a look at the USD/JPY. Alright, the USD/JPY has went in the right direction, which I have predicted as well from the last midweek analysis, but of course did not trigger our buy level. So let's now delete the old signal and let's see what we can do next with the USD/JPY. Actually, we have to open our eyes for this pair. So let me just tell you something. On the daily chart, we had right here what seemed like actually a head and shoulders pattern. And the pair actually was supposedly to continue the fall right after the appearance of that pattern. However, due to the weakness of the Japanese yen, the dollar has actually continued the rise against this pair, or this asset, or this currency, I mean. So most likely right now, I believe that the USD/JPY is actually gonna continue the fall. Sorry, the rise is actually gonna continue the rise. So we have to look for actually buying the pair. Now, let me just tell you something. Actually, I'm going to use right now a strategy called the magic of trend lines. You can actually look for that up on my channel. It's a video on my channel called the magic of trend lines, where actually I have explained this strategy in brief. So just in a nutshell, all we need to do is look for any lower low with a higher low, and just draw our support trend line, and pay attention that wherever you draw this support trend line is actually gonna be respected. You will notice that the market has actually been respecting that support trend line everywhere actually on the market. However, I'm going to place this support trend line exactly right here on the first attempt of the supported trend line. So this is support trend line number 1. Now let's pay attention that we are having right here a previous resistance level exactly right here, and seems like the market has actually been respecting that level as a support. So most likely the USD/JPY, and upon the pressure from the real resistance right here at the current price of 130.826, we can expect from the USD/JPY to fall all the way right here for about 58 pips more to retest the broken resistance level, and also right here that support trend line most likely gonna be respected again, and from that point we can start buying the USD/JPY, and the final target is gonna be right here, the peak of the resistance at 131.361, which means we can actually expect to make about 106 pips profit from this signal exactly right here at the peak of that resistance. And of course, for the safe zone is gonna be ranging only till the lowest level of the support exactly right here. Let me just make it a little bit lower, exactly right here at 129.585, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 60 pips. Meanwhile, the take profit level is gonna be 110 pips. Let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USD/JPY. Hopefully it's gonna work very well, and hopefully it's gonna bring us lots of profits. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now take a look at the USD/CHF. Okay, so as we can see, the USD+CHF, actually I have sent the signal to start shorting it, but the pair has actually been ranging on that level where I have placed the order. Now, after seeing the market ranging right here, I doubt that the sell order is no longer valid. Let me just show you something. Let's go to the bigger time frame, such as the weekly chart. Now, on the weekly chart, we can notice right here that the market has actually been respecting that level of a strong key support level at 0.95746. If we scroll more to the left, we can see that this level of a support has been respected for quite a long time. Now finally the market has reached that level of a strong key support level, and not only that, but also if we go to the current candle on the weekly chart again, this price action usually indicates a continuation in the momentum, which means it's gonna actually continue the rise. And if I'm not mistaken, the USD+CHF is actually going to continue the rise at least to reach the peak of the resistance right here at 0.97995. Now, why right here? Because as we can see on the left side, my friends, we had right here a real level of a resistance, false breakout, and again another real level of a resistance, which means that most likely the USD+CHF is actually going to continue the rise at least for another 172 pips. So that being said, let's go back now to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, after confirming that we are currently actually on a strong key support level on 0.95746, we can safely say that we are going to start buying the USD+CHF. Now it's important to notice right here that we have to find the strongest support levels. Pay attention. Right here we have a strong support level, another support, then false breakout, another support, which means this level of 0.95746 is actually the real level of the support. Then again we had right here another false breakout, then the market has kept rising right after reversing on that level of a support. So that meaning that most likely we can expect to start buying the USD+CHF as soon as possible. Now let me just show you something. Right here we have a strong resistance trend line, which actually has been broken out from exactly just like that. So right here, this is the real level of the resistance trend line, and right here the real level of the resistance trend line. Meanwhile, this was a false breakout as well, which means we can expect from the USD+CHF to fall again to another I would say about 40 pips before we can start buying the pair. Now we need to find the level where we can expect from the market to continue the fall to. Since we are having here the resistance trend line, we can safely say that most likely the support level exactly right here is gonna be respected. Let's now read the candles one by one. Real level of a support, real level of a support, and another false breakout, and again the same level of the real support has been respected again once, twice. So again we had here another false breakout from that level of a support. That being said, I believe strongly that the USD+CHF is actually going to continue the fall and reverses exactly right here at 0.95935, which means we have to wait for the pair to fall to another 31 pips before we can start buying it. Now if that happens, it's gonna be good news because actually we can keep the trade running till it hit the peak of the resistance right here at 0.97512, which means we can expect to make approximately 156 pips of profit. However, I would always prefer to give more realistic targets, so therefore let me just tell you something that most likely that's going to be the level where we can keep the trade running till it hit the previous strong key support level as 0.97190, which means we are aiming 124 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone will be ranging only till the lowest level of the support exactly right here at 0.95485, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 45 pips only and targeting 125 pips. Let me now write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the USD+CHF. Hopefully it's gonna be a good signal and hopefully we will make good profits out of it. That's everything for this pair. Let's now move to the next one. Let's now take a look at the gold. Now actually the gold signal has been a perfect signal and I'm very proud of it. The market has reversed in total of almost 400 pips, I would say 380 pips of profit. That was the total of what the gold has actually made from this signal. And however, currently running, for those who kept the trade running, for about 157 pips is still very good for the gold. But keeping the buy order is no longer valid. Let me just tell you why. Right after the appearance of that price action right here, this movement right here has actually changed everything, because right now we can see that the market has created right here a strong resistance trend line, and seems like the gold is actually respecting that level of a resistance trend line, which means that most likely the gold is actually going to continue to fall. Let me now go to the bigger time frame, such as the weekly chart. Now on the weekly chart we can see something very interesting. Right now we can notice that right here, exactly at 1868.39, the market has created right here a real level of a resistance, a false breakout, and right now the same level of the real resistance has been respected, which means the signal from the last midweek analysis on the gold was actually valid. However, the take profit level was incorrect from my opinion, and that's actually my own mistake. I should have paid attention on the weekly chart for that resistance. That should have been our target or take profit level. However, after seeing the market respecting that level of a real resistance, we can expect to start shorting the gold, and the final target this time is going to be the lowest level of the support at 1798, or we can make it actually at 1800. Now, after analyzing this on the weekly chart, go back to the 4-hour time frame. Now on the 4-hour time frame, we are having right here the resistance trend line. Let me just draw it exactly just like that. So as we can see, this is the resistance trend line. Let me just make sure it's accurate, exactly just like that. And also we are having here a resistance level, and I would like you guys to pay attention to the details. It's very important. Let me just tell you something. So right here, the level of 1857, sorry, 1857, we can notice clearly that the market has created right here a real level of a resistance, and look at that false breakout. Then these 2 wicks right here represents the real level of the resistance, another false breakout, then another respecting of the real resistance, another false breakout, and again these 2 wicks right here respected the real level of the resistance, which means 1857 is indeed the real level of the resistance, where we can expect from the market to fall at, to reverse at, and also that resistance trend line most likely is gonna be respected as well, which means for the gold we have to wait for the pair to rise to another 70 pips, I would say, before we can start shorting it. However, the target is going to be right here, the lowest level of the support at 1829. But I'm telling you something, the final target is going to be actually the lowest level of the support right here at 1801. But since we are actually looking for a good signal which might hit the take profit level, I would like to say that the take profit level for the gold is going to be after 278 pips of profit. Meanwhile, the safe zone is going to be ranging only till the peak of the resistance right here at 1869, which means the safe zone is ranging for about 125 pips, and the take profit level is going to be 270 pips. Let me now please write the signal for you. And there goes your signal, my friends, for the gold for this week. I believe it's gonna be a very good one, and hopefully we will make good profit out of it. Again, that's everything for this week. I believe also the premium group is gonna be doing very well. However, I have to remind you that Monday is gonna be a slow day for the market, since we have actually so many currencies or actually so many banks gonna be on holiday for several occasions. But however, I believe Tuesday is gonna be very high volatility market after being closed for 3 days. Also, don't forget to join the premium group. You can actually enjoy the signals which are gonna be sent out as soon as possible. Yeah, I forgot to mention also that of course we actually not gonna be sending any signals till I think Tuesday or Wednesday. We will update you guys. Again, we're having some personal reasons, and we will not be able to send any forex signals till next Tuesday or Wednesday. We are not sure yet. However, that's everything from my side. I would like to that's everything. Yeah, So in the end, I hope that is informative to you, and I would like to thank you for watching.